3 rounds, and I'll assign you repetitions as we move through the session. The first movement is going to be one of two things. We're going to either do a staggered squat or a single leg squat. So the staggered squat is going to set up is going to be where your hips are square forward and your toes are right underneath them. So it's a little bit of a different stance than you would take for your regular squat. We're going to shift our body weight into one of our legs. So I have about 80% of my body weight here in my left side and 20 here. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a kickstand. So my leg is not going back behind me like I would for a lunge. In fact, my toe is right next to my heel. And so from here, I'm gonna perform a staggered squat. So most of the work is being done on this left side, and my right leg is just giving me some balance. If you're ready for a single leg squat, very similar, you're gonna be on a single leg. I recommend using your arms to help you out, to give you a little bit of assistance with balance. Here, so let's try 8 to 10 per leg on either the staggered variation or the single leg variation. Next, we're gonna be down to the ground for an eccentric push-up. Eccentric is the downward movement of the push-up, and we're gonna go very slow. So, we're gonna be here in our high plank, and then we're gonna lower all the way down. It should take about 3 to 5 seconds to get to the floor, and then up however you want, back to the beginning. Slow and controlled on the way down, all the way, all the way, all the way. Your chest and your hips should be descending at the same rate so they hit the floor at the same time. You can modify this by going to your knees. Don't stick your butt out here, tuck your tail under, squeeze, and then we're just gonna do the same thing here. All the way down. We will do a set of 6 to 8, regardless of the variation you pick. Back up to our feet, we're going to be doing a lateral lunge plus a knee drive. So start feet together, big step, little knee bend, toe, knee, hip, all lined up. Come up from the bottom. That knee is gonna come up. You should be able to hang out here for a little bit, not this long. You can also incorporate the arm drive. So reaching across here, driving the opposite side. We will do 10 per leg, 10 per arm. Lastly, we're gonna be performing a runner's crunch. Head and shoulders will be on the ground to start. Your lower body, you're going to have your knee up, toe up, just like we would for a high knee position. The opposite leg is gonna be straight up off the floor with foot dorsiflexed. Shoulders are gonna come up off the ground, reach overhead, and then towards your ankle. And we'll do sets of 8 to 10 per leg. So your lower body has to stay stiff as your upper body is crunching forward.